Welcome to Changeleaders Stories, the podcast where we deep dive into the journey of seasoned professionals, uncovering the insights, experience, and wisdom that have shaped their career. Hi, I'm Roshan Kumar, founder of Change Leaders. In this podcast, we are committed to empower working professionals like you, whether you have just started out or have a years of experience under your belt. Change Leaders Stories is your guide to unlock the secret of success from industry experts. In these exclusive conversations with experts, we start from personal histories of our guests, exploring the pivots and the decisions that have shaped their career. We also explore current topics in the domain, tech and tools, and the future trends worldwide. But that's not all. We address the tough questions like challenges the seasoned professionals face at the senior level and how do they overcome them. So, whether you are seeking inspiration, guidance, or simply a glimpse into the future of your domain, join us at Change Leader Stories, where the journey to success begins with a single conversation.
Welcome everyone to Change Leaders Stories. And today we have a very special guest. But first of all, a quick hello from me, Shivani, your host for the next 30 to 40 minutes. And today we're going to talk about the magnificent Purnia Agnihotri. She's a trailblazing L&D, that's learning and development professional with over 2 decades. That's right. With over 2 decades of experience spanning sectors like FMCG, FMEG, consumer durables, apparels, pharma, auto parts, and energy management. Phew, that's quite a mouthful. She's currently working as Associate Director Learning at one of India's largest e commerce companies, and she has many titles under her belt. Just to name a few, Top 20 L&D Influencer of the Year 2023, Unconventional L&D Leader of the Year 2023, and many, many more. She's most sought after speaker at prominent events like the L&D Confex and Awards 2023. Enough from my side. Let's hear it from our special guest herself. Welcome, Purnia. And for our audience who's just joined in, please can you take us through your journey as a career professional?
Definitely. I'll do that. Before that, thank you very much, Shivani, for a fab introduction. And I want to live up to the expectation. Yeah. So, to all the listeners, thank you very much for the opportunity. I would definitely like to share my journey and career growth, which have been driven by relentless pursuit of learning and personal development. Education has always been my source of energy, fueling my passion for continuous improvement. Without touching upon my personal life, I think so. I cannot move forward because that is the backbone. So I have been blessed with boundless energy from birth, nurtured by the unwavering support and guidance of my parents. They raised me not through a lens of gender specific roles, but as a human being, instilling in me the values of equality and empathy. My father, a strong willed individual, has always been my role model, shaping my own determination and resilience. I'm fortunate to be married to my best friend, he remains one even today, Vimal Krishna Agnihotri, a remarkable super trader. Together, we prioritize self love and happiness as our core family values. Our daughter Mishka Agnihotri, currently pursuing criminology at Jindal Global University, brings boundless joy and purpose to our life. On the professional front, from my humble beginnings as sales executive in a packaging and logistic company back in 2000, to leading the learning and development function at one of the India's largest e-commerce companies, today my career trajectory has been shaped by exposure to diverse experiences, embracing challenges, taking calculated risk. It is very, very important, right? And adapting change. So for me, career growth isn't about just climbing the corporate ladder. It is about embracing every opportunity for growth, pushing boundaries, and embracing the journey with courage and resilience. Yeah, Shivani. So,
Absolutely. Lovely, lovely to know that. And I really hung on to that word resilience. And I hope that we speak more about that during the entire course of this conversation. But I'm also aware,
certainly.
Purnia, that we have a lot of people who've joined in who have about 1 to 3 years of experience in L&D. So, can you share a few insights and actionable tips for advancing the careers of someone who has this much of experience, especially in the L&D function?
Absolutely, Shivani. Very, very important question for all the newbies out there. And I will be sharing it from my experience. I have observed people doing it and not doing it, and I have seen the career pathing of both such professionals. So advancing in learning and development function during the initial years of one's career is pivotal. It's a time for honing skills, expanding perspective, and laying the groundwork for the future success. Having said that, in the early stages of my own professional journey, I transitioned from viewing functions in silos to embracing cross-functional thinking. This is very, very critical and important, imperative for everybody who is starting new in this industry. Yeah. This shift allowed me to connect the dots and see the bigger picture, ultimately driving impactful result for the organizations I served. And as L&D professionals, we wield the power to foster a culture of ownership and execution excellence, making the initial years of our career particularly critical. So, just some actionable insights for our newbies here would be: please do measure impact. It's very, very important. What generally we do as L&D, we do our job, good job. However, now the world is changing and it is changing very, very fast. Without showing measurable impact, the tasks are not relevant anymore. So, this not only builds the confidence in your own self, but also in your organization, looking at how the performance is improving because of the L&D interventions. Yeah. Second, know your business, know your people, and know your customer. So go there on the ground, absorb things, check out your people, how they work. That is where the TNI lies. Yeah. Check what customer need, whether our people are ready for it. Yeah. So immerse yourself in the day-to-day operations, observe, learn, and actively seek opportunities to drive positive change. Number three, for sure, is embrace challenges. So if you're skeptical and people are saying nothing is possible here, this is an impossible task, I must recommend go get it. Don't shy away, embrace the challenge, conduct thorough due diligence, map out value streams, understanding how the journey of your organization matches the journey of your customer, right? Assess the impact on the organization and set realistic timelines for execution. So, just to conclude, by embodying all these insights and adopting to a proactive mindset, aspiring L&D professionals can pave their way for fulfilling impactful career journey. Remember, each challenge is an opportunity for growth, and each success is a testament to your own dedication and perseverance. Shivani, so that would be my recommendation to our new friends in the industry. Yeah.
Beautiful. And I really love the part about embracing challenges, because only once you do what you think you can't do, that's the only way you grow, right? Thank you for
Absolutely.
sharing that with us. And that's a great lesson for all of us. Having said that, Purnia, these days one is overwhelmed with the emerging trends, the technological advancements, market disruptions, industry challenges, and opportunities that are all around. So, can you talk to us a little bit about the future of all of these coming together for L&D?
Yeah, that answer, very, very important question. So I'll just try to structurally answer so that our listeners can utilize this information and bring in changes. So 2024 for sure is poised to be a groundbreaking year for L&D as organizations harness the power of technology to revolutionize workplace learning and drive employee growth. Let's delve into some emerging trends, technological advancements, market disruptions, and industry predictions. To start with, I'm sure people must have heard about it. It's in the market since a while. Hyper personalized learning paths. The shift towards hyper personalized learning journeys tailored to reach each individual's unique need and knowledge level will accelerate further. This trend leverages advanced analytics and AI to deliver targeted learning experiences and multifaceted resources and the real time feedback plus on the go goal alignment, maximizing learning effectiveness and engagement. So, this is currently available and this is gonna speed up. So, this is one of the things that through technology that is gonna be there. Adapting to generative AI. I'm sure everybody must heard about generative AI. So the emergence of generative AI platforms like ChatGPT, Bard, and Jasper, just to name a few, will disrupt traditional learning methodologies. So these AI systems have the capability to produce new text, images, audio, video, content by learning patterns from the data. I mean, isn't it beautiful, right? But this is disruptive, of course. Yeah. Offering innovative ways to create and deliver learning materials. Third thing definitely would be moment of need learning. What does this mean? I want some support and I have it. There is a platform wherein I can hop and say, oh, I need help. And the platform is saying, here I am. So this is what it means, moment of need learning. Organizations will increasingly adopt a culture of moment of need learning where employees have access to just in time resources. You must have heard just in time inventories. This is also going to happen, right? And it will definitely happen. It is happening. But with the support of the technology we have got, this is a must. This will support to address immediate challenges or tasks of the employees. This approach fosters continuous learning and knowledge application, making learning a habitual part of daily workflows. Isn't it a dream for every L&D professional? People
Absolutely.
adapt it as a culture, right? And furthermore, on market disruptions and industry challenges, technology integration is definitely a challenge. Why? Despite the advancements in learning technology, challenges persist in integrating various tools and platforms within the organization, leave alone, bringing everything together from outside to inside within the organization itself. And not all employees use the same tools, and compatibility issues hinder seamless integration, creating barriers to effective learning ecosystem management. So this is one challenge, technology integration. Second would be lack of visibility across digital landscape. So L&D professionals face the challenge of navigating the complex digital platform within the organization, right? Understanding where learning resources reside and how they interact across multiple platforms is essential for effective learning ecosystem management and strategic decision making. Now, since we are talking about challenges, you know, in L&D, people generally are very optimistic. And I also feel the same. And the challenges bring opportunities. So, opportunity and prediction for the future from the challenges, I feel we can become the strategic business partner, with the organization despite challenges. there is a significant opportunity for L&D to evolve into strategic business partner, transcending the role of order taking training creators, yeah, to become part of the decision making process, right? By focusing on problem discovery. So we may also see in simple language TNI, yeah, aligning with business goals and becoming more agile and responsive to the organizational lead. L&D can actually drive meaningful impact and contribute to overall business success. Number two would be the opportunity wherein we can actually uh, bring in simplified and engaging learning experiences. The future of L&D lies in simplification and engagement, yeah. Leveraging gamification, micro-learning, AI-driven and immersive technologies like VR, AR, organizations can actually bridge the gap between theory and practice, making learning more interesting, accessible, and applicable. So these approaches will actually upskill and reskill the employees, making them competitive in the rapidly evolving business, landscape. And Shivani, since it's a long answer, just to summarize, the future of L&D is characterized by innovation, agility, and a strategic focus on driving tangible business outcomes through personalized, engaging, and technology-enabled learning experiences. By embracing these trends and addressing challenges head on, organizations can unlock the full potential of their workforce and thrive in an increasingly digital and dynamic world.
Thank you, Purnia. Thank you for unpacking this multifaceted question in such simplified language for our listeners and viewers. Um, this brings me to the point where I'd like to ask you that, in fact, if I were to reach out to your team members and ask them that, can you tell me what kind of a leader is Purnia? What do you think your team members would answer about your leadership style?
This answer, my leadership style will be very, very simple. As I'm driving, let's go simple, think of it as a blend of inspiration and empowerment. I believe in fostering a culture of continuous learning. I practice it myself, right? Where every team member feels valued and motivated to reach their full potential. We as human beings live our whole life sometimes without even exploring to the fullest our own potentials. So that is something that I really cherish, people development, and I provide them with that platform. So that is what I feel is my leadership and management style, Shivani.
Wonderful. And that is coming across in the conversation as well. Um, Talking about leadership, I mean, leaders are also always, in a pressure situation. So, individually, how do you cope with the stresses of the real life? How do you maintain a work-life balance? How do you take care of your emotional well-being?
Very relevant question. We are all human beings and we are having our emotions, we have our personal life, professional life, friends, family. There has to be a balance, right? So, achieving work life balance and managing stress is indeed a delicate dance, yeah, but one that have mastered through prioritization and boundary setting. I know what I want, I know what I want now, and I also know when to draw the line. For me, maintaining my mental health and overall well-being is non-negotiation. Definitely non-negotiable. I prioritize regular exercise, mindfulness practices, and the occasional digital detox to recharge and center myself. So self-care isn't a luxury. It is, for me, a necessity that I wholeheartedly embrace. Also, as an individual, I am very disciplined. So discipline plays a crucial role in my approach to managing time effectively. By staying disciplined and focused, I create the freedom to allocate time for work, relaxation, and personal pursuits. So, setting clear boundaries help me maintain a healthy balance between my professional responsibilities and personal life. And above all, this is very, very close to my heart. Staying connected with loved ones anchors me amidst life's demand. Whether it's spending quality time with family, friends, enjoying luxury activities, leisure activities, rather, or simply sharing moment of joy, being with the nature, nurturing these relationships brings immense fulfillment and support. In essence, work life balance and stress management are not just goals to strive for, they are daily practices rooted in self awareness, intentionality, and self compassion. So
Right.
that's it.
Right. And I totally relate to the point that we need to listen to our own mind and body. What is it telling us? And then take the future course of action. Now let's move on to a very interesting question that what is the prominence of L&D function in today's corporate arena amidst all the disruptions that are taking place?
Uh, Yeah, with this rapid pace of technological advancements and constant evolution of industry dynamics, organizations understand the imperative of continuous upskilling and reskilling their workforce to maintain competitiveness. I mean, it's critical, right? So L&D isn't just a department with an organization, it's the heartbeat of growth and sustainability. It serves as a catalyst for unlocking innovation, driving performance, and propelling organizations ahead of the curve. In essence, L&D is the cornerstone of organizational success, shaping the capabilities and agility needed to thrive in an ever changing environment. So, as companies navigate through unprecedented challenges and opportunities, L&D emerges as the guiding force that empowers employees to adapt, learn, and grow. By investing in L&D initiatives, organizations foster a culture of continuous learning, creativity, and excellence, laying the foundation for long-term success and resilience. In summary, the prominence of the L&D function in today's corporate arena is undeniable. It is not just strategic imperative, it is a strategic advantage that fuels organizations' innovation, performance, and progress.
Wonderful. So, piggybacking on this response that you've given, how do companies take this strategic
Mhm.
advantage and, foster a culture of learning and development, which sometimes loses its spark when too many things are happening at once?
Yeah, I mean, we are talking about how part of it. Conceptually, we all understand it is important, but how part of it is very, very critical. So, fostering a culture of learning and development is crucial for companies to adapt to change, stay competitive, and empower their employees to reach their full potential. So, some of the approaches could be leadership support and role modeling. When I say this, our leaders become the examples. They set examples by attending the training workshops and seminars and applying the knowledge and coming back to the employee saying that, look, I applied it. This is my success story. So the belief system that getting trained, application of knowledge will make you competitive in the current scenario is something, if comes from the leaders, it becomes a role model concept, people follow leaders. So I think so that will be first one. Then clear objectives, learning objectives and expectation I'm talking about here is very, very important. So companies should clearly establish learning objectives and expectation for employees at all levels. When I say employees at all levels, I mean every employee drives some KPIs, right? How those KPIs are getting addressed to bring in more impact in their performance through L&D intervention has to be definitely very, very clear. If this is there, then not only the personal development of the employee will happen, but company-wide success will follow as well. So that is the second thing. Learning objectives aligned to organizational goals, right? Third, investing in learning resources. I am sure that we understand what does this mean. So it is very, very important to invest in learning resources. Encouraging knowledge sharing. So it could be peer to peer, it could be cross functional, it could be understanding business more deeper through the lens of your own stakeholders within the organization, or calling some external stakeholders to come and share the knowledge. So knowledge sharing has to be part and parcel of the culture. Yeah. Then important recognition and rewards, very, very important. So if we have recognition and rewards for their learning achievements and contribution to the organization, this reinforces the importance of continuous development. This include maybe the bonuses, the promotion, awards, or any other form of recognition that acknowledge employees' efforts in enhancing their skills and knowledge. I need to have a reason. Why should I do it? So this is what it should be. And finally, cultural norms that embrace learning. Without this, everything we are talking will fall flat on its face. Building a culture where curiosity, experimentation, and learning from failure are celebrated encourages employees to take risk, explore new ideas, and embrace continuous improvement. So, Shivani, that is what structurally I would say that we can go ahead and create the how part of this cultural development in any organization.
Right. Continuing with the how part, I mean, learning and definition by its very nature, kind of shows us the path to continuous learning. But, as busy professionals, how do you personally stay current on L&D trends and best practices?
Thank you for that question. And I always wonder because I am very good in my time management. And how is because of certain things I spoke about myself being disciplined, etc. So personally, I do all these practices, what I'm gonna say, to start with continuous learning. So I don't remember when I have not been studying after school till date. So I am always into some certification, some program, some degree. I keep doing that, right? So continuous learning through workshops, seminars, conferences, webinar related to L&D will keep you abreast, with what is happening currently in the market. So that is something, opportunity platform, I must say, where you meet peers, stakeholders from other industries. So continuous learning is very, very important. You can choose, pick any platform and keep a lookout. There are so many things happening, in the market. Second would be networking. So build a strong network of peers, mentors, and industry professionals within the L&D community. I mean, your platform of Changeleaders, this is definitely part and parcel of this. You connect with L&D people, right? Professional development. So pursue professional development opportunities such as certifications, courses, training programs, and there is plethora of things available, online today, and so many platforms that provide you relevant knowledge. So you can pick and choose, and as per your available time, or you can define some timelines for yourself, work upon it. This is very, very important. So I'll just share one example from my personal life. I was pursuing for project management professional exam, right? And I was undergoing 3 to 4 days of some training, which was, it's tough exam. Yeah. It was narrating, guiding how to go about it. So the facilitator there, he said a beautiful thing. You know what? I'm sure that you all are doing job and this certification will help you. However, you should always bring a bullet point on your resume for one certification every 6 months. And somehow that has really seeded in my head so strongly that I've been practicing that. So anyhow, I'll keep doing certification on variety of subjects. Then industry publications are some newsletters, some dedicated to L&D. You can subscribe to that. There are so many social media accounts. You can join online communities, so that can also keep you updated. Some timely articles, research finding, case studies, from Harvard Business School. So there are so many industry publications as well which are relevant. Benchmarking and research, we understand that you have to be aware of what is happening in the industry, in your aligned companies, your competitors, or even in the industry which is not aligned to yours, but there is learning development happening and there is something happening there. They are doing something different. So we must definitely get into benchmarking and research. Internal collaboration, don't forget, we are all talking about external world, the social media, but internal collaboration of actual stakeholders, it is very important. Why? Because these are the stakeholders who will face certain problems, yeah, wherein they would require some support. So as L&D professionals, we should be in touch with all our stakeholders, understanding what are their needs, and accordingly designing the training programs, yeah, for them, or the path, yeah. Feedback and evaluation, this is continuous. I mean, I can't even today say perfect. Perfect is no word. There's always scope of improvement, and these feedback which we receive, are the kind of mirror wherein we can see the blind spots and improve upon it. And finally, we talk about technology, technology, technology. So technology adoption is very, very important. Stay abreast of advancements in learning technologies and digital tools that can enhance training delivery, engagement, and effectiveness. So experiment with new tools, platforms, methodologies to incorporate innovative approaches into L&D strategies. So, Shivani, by adopting all these strategies, I proactively stay current on L&D trends and best practices, driving continuous improvement and innovation. That's the recipe.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you. And I really love the point about networking and peer learning because I think as professionals, we sometimes shy away from sharing our knowledge, but we don't understand that by sharing, we're just compounding our knowledge. So thank you for pointing towards that direction. So I know we've come towards the end, but I can't let you go without asking this question, and that is that what is the road ahead for L&D?
Mm-hmm. So, Shivani, I feel I am gonna summarize the entire, session here because it will be mix of everything I've been talking. Yeah. So I'll just give some pointers around this. The road ahead for learning and development involves embracing innovation, leveraging technology, and adapting to evolving workplace dynamics. Yeah. So here are some key considerations for the future of L&D. Yeah. One, embracing digital transformation. We spoke about personalized, engaging, accessible, AR, VR, learning management systems, hybrid learning. Yeah. So all this, definitely we have to embrace digital transformation. Two, my favorite as well, micro learning, just in time training. Be aware, this is going to create that vibe, people will want it. So instead of a push factor, this will create a pull factor. Definitely, the third one would be data-driven learning metrics. Whether you talk about the TNA, whether you talk about effectiveness of training, if it is not resulting in data which is projecting organizational, development or goals, wherein we are contributing to the organization, it's not going to work. So data, definitely it is going to be very, very critical that our learning metrics are data driven, right, which are eventually contributing to the organization development. Now, continuously learning culture, I spoke at length about it. Agile and adaptive skill development, this is important. Change is equal to agility and adaptability. So that is what we need to develop as individuals. If we do not have it, better get ready to develop the skills. And lastly, which I did not really touch upon in this entire conversation, is DEI, which is diversity, equity, and inclusion. So training into L&D initiatives to foster more unconscious, bias relating to the thoughts of the people, the cultural baggages. We have to include more inclusive and equitable workplace culture, which is very, very critical. So cultural competency and inclusive leadership to promote diversity and belonging across the organization is going to be very critical. I mean, the world is singing around it, and we have to, it's really high time, get sensitive about this. So that would be summarizing the future. And I hope I have clarified how we are looking at L&D roadmap. Yeah.
Absolutely, a lot of food for thought and a lot of things to unpack here. Thank you so much, Purnia, for giving us your valuable time. And to everybody who's listening to us and watching us, you can reach out to Purnia on her LinkedIn. She also has her own website and she has her presence on Spotify. All the details will be mentioned in the description box, but do let us know in the comments below if there were any more questions you would have liked us to ask her, or what are your thoughts about this podcast. So stay tuned for our next guest. And for now, thank you so much, Purnia, and see you next time.
Thank you, Shivani. You've been wonderful.
Thank you for joining us on Changeleaders Stories. We hope today's episode was inspirational and you have got few valuable insights as well. If you enjoyed today's conversation, don't forget to subscribe to the channel of Changeleaders Stories for the future episodes as well. You can also share with your friends and colleagues. We would love to hear from you. Share your thoughts, questions, and suggestions in the comment section below. Your feedback helps us in shaping the conversation that matters most to you. Until next time, keep learning, keep leading the change. This is Roshan Rawat signing off.